Hi guys, this is me, Daniel Hutchins, and today we're going to be talking about some really dark, controversial information from our friends Screen Rant. So from Screen Rant, we're going to be talking about Kevin Feige is angry at Disney over the Black Widow stream release. Okay, so there's been a lot of some crazy shit happening between Disney and MCU, and I'm about to kind of talk about that. So hang on to your hats, because there is going to be some pretty crazy stuff being talked about in this video. So Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige is reportedly pissed with Disney over Black Widow stream and release and subsequent lawsuits from Scarlett Johansson. So Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige is said to be angry over the stream and release of Black Widow and the subsequent litigation filed by Scarlett Johansson against the Walt Disney Company. After multiple days of a result of the pandemic, Black Widow, Johansson's swan song to the role she's played since 2010, was finally released both theatrically and via premiere access on Disney Plus on July the 9th. Despite this strong opening weekend beating out the closest competition, the F9, with ease, Black Widow saw a significant drop at the box office by 67% of its revenue on the second weekend of release, the largest of any film in the MCU, and part of this drop was blamed on the film's ready availability on Disney Plus and the rise in film piracy, as well as the state of the current cinema attendance of the result of the pandemic. Yesterday, Johansson filed a lawsuit in Los Angeles Superior Court against Disney over an alleged breach of contract. Johansson's contract states that her salary is contingent on the box office success of the film she appears in. In that case, Black Widow, where other studios like Warner Bros. Have brought out actors' contracts to account for the loss of earning caused by streaming releases. Disney's been unwilling to do the same for their stars. As such, they have allegedly cost the actress $50 million. The lawsuit marks one of the first times that a star has stood up to a studio over its move towards the streaming release, although Emma Stone is rumored to be considering a similar lawsuit over Cruella. Related to this article is why Black Widow's box office numbers are disappointing for Marvel and Disney. Johansson may also have found an ally in the Marvel Studios president, with former Hollywood Reporter editor Matt Filoni claiming to his newsletter, "What I'm hearing, that Feige is pissed about Disney's decision to release Black Widow simultaneously in theaters and Disney Plus." While Filoni notes that Feige isn't ordinarily one of confrontation, being a company man, he's reportedly angry and embarrassed over the situation, having pushed for an exclusive theatrical release of the film and wants Disney to make right with Johansson. You could read Filoni's full report below. And make no mistakes, Foggy is pissed. He's the company man and not prone to corporate showdowns or shouting matches. But I've told he's angry and embarrassed. He lobbied Disney against the day and date plan for Black Widow, preferring the big screen exclusivity and not wanting to upset his talent. And then when the shit hit the fan, the movie started tanking, and Johansson team threatened litigation. He wanted Disney to make this right with her. Disney declined to comment on Feige. Filoni also highlighted the importance of Feige to both Marvel Studios and Disney, having presided over the MCU's box office dominant for the next 10 years. Filoni went so far as to describe the executive as Disney's most important employee, noting that they were quick to make changes to appease Feige after he reportedly threatened to walk from Marvel Studios over his numerous clashes with Marvel boss Ike Perlmutter. Now, the fact that Disney chose to go against Feige's wishes, as well as the established plans for a purely theatrical release by instigating a simultaneously streaming release, doesn't bode well for this relationship between the two. Now, especially if he deliberately wanted to avoid a streaming release to prevent such a tank in box office revenue The fact Disney were happy for it do so if streaming metrics remain strong suggests a clearly different set of goals. Feige had been incredibly loyal to the franchise stars over the years, previously stating that he would be more than happy for Johansson to return to the MCU. But he had also stated how many of Black Widow's elements, including director Kate Shortland's involvement, were a result of the actress, and also praised her as one of the MCU's biggest stars, which she inarguably has been. It's understandable why Feige would want to avoid upsetting her and strive to make things right. Now, the fact that Johansson has left the MCU means that the damage isn't as threatening as it could have been. However, if Disney are pushing for further streaming releases akin to Black Widow's against Feige's wishes and better judgment, then it will be interesting to see how executive responds if the studio's relationship with its stars are endangered. We will just have to wait for any further developments in regards to this lawsuit over the coming weeks. So there you go, guys. That is just some crazy information that all you guys probably wanted to know about what's happening with Black Widow. And so, you guys get a chance, please hit that thumbs up. If you guys don't like this content, that's okay. We all understand these things aren't for everybody. But for those who do, make sure you hit that thumbs up and make sure you leave a comment. And you have a wonderful day. Bye.